Welcome on Swishing the Nets, Sri Lanka's first ever basketball talk show. It's 3x3 that's happening all the time these days. The Under-18 World Cup is also coming next week. Sri Lanka just ended their senior men's World Cup campaign yesterday. They lost, unfortunately, yes, they lost all their 4 matches, but it's a good learning curve entirely for Sri Lanka. Apart from Roshan Randima, who toured the World Tour in 2012, the rest of the 3 people, it was the first time they faced the world heavyweights. So it's a good experience to participate and to gain more knowledge. And the most interesting fact will be on how the Sri Lanka basketball administration will use this experience to prepare a winning combination for the next time, because this sport is also in the Olympics and Sri Lanka has a clear chance in securing a medal. So a lot of work for Sri Lanka basketball to do, and it will be an interesting phase to watch out. So 3x3, talking about it, we have one lady and one gentleman joining with us today in Swishing the Nets, of course, to talk about this fast track program where Sri Lanka is included and about the Nations League that they participated a week ago. Let's talk about those. Inviting you to stay tuned. This is Swishing the Nets, Sri Lanka's first ever basketball talk show. Let me first introduce onto my immediate left is Rajita Hettiarachchi and to my far left is Imesha Thatsarni. Welcome both of you on thepapare.com. Let's talk about this fast track program. Rajita, first tell me, what is this Nations League and what is this 3x3 fast track program you participated?
The fast track program and the Nations League is put out by FIBA to help federations of all the countries to prepare for the upcoming Youth Olympics in 2020 and the Olympics.
Well, as I said, this sport is an Olympic sport, so it's a good move by FIBA, and of course we are very lucky as a country that we are also included in the fast track program. Let me ask you, what are the experiences you gained, Imesha, in participating during this fast track program? What specifics did you learn? What did they teach you?
Yes, this was a great experience that all 4 of us did our best to win the matches, but unfortunately we didn't win any match. But still, with our height differences, we did our best. When we talk about the matches, at the first matches, we were like still at the very hard position to play, but when we go to the end, we learned how to fight with tall players, how we fought and all. It was very nice, and this was the second time we played with European countries. In 2012 we went to World Cup. No, World Championship. Yes, under 18 3-on-3. In that also we played with most European countries. So this is the second time. We all fought a lot. It was a nice experience.
Rajita, tell me about your experience. I just got to know that the third and the fourth leg, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be played in Sri Lanka in August as well. So how was the experience?
The experience was really good because before the fast track program started in Czech Republic, we were able to play against the national teams of France who are participating in the World Cup at the moment, and France and Czech Republic. It was a great experience playing with them, and in the fast track program we realized that the competition level is very different in the European countries because they use their body more physical, and the fouls we call here and they don't call the fouls there. That was a good experience. We realized that we had to use more plays to play against them and improve our shooting a lot.
You played against the other nations, so if I ask you what specifics does Sri Lanka lack in this 3x3 format, what should we specifically be able to be a better country in this format?
Yes, height difference is something else that we need to build up, but still from the speed, from the moves we need to do and develop, especially the shooting. So those things should be good when we go to 3-on-3 tournaments. So need more practice, fitness and shooting will be well and good enough to compete with those countries when we go to 3-on-3 tournaments.
Rajita, your opinion on what Sri Lanka should really develop to be a better country in this 3x3 format?
Yeah, I think we should prepare. We didn't have time to prepare for this tournament. Actually, they didn't let us know in advance. But I think we should prepare early, maybe 2 months or 3 months early, because I talked to other players from other countries and they were like preparing for this tournament for a long time. And we should be looking at more players because we are playing against people who are stronger than us. We shouldn't go to their body and go inside and play. We should focus on our shooting and defense as well as use more players to get an open shot.
Preparation is the key. That's something that we've also been talking about ThePapare.com, not just the 3x3 format, but in general basketball in Sri Lanka lacks a lot of preparation. The processes, the structures are quite a mess. So we do believe that the Sri Lankan basketball administration will get their act together and maybe prepare more well to this third and fourth leg, which is going to happen in August in Sri Lanka. Rajita, any final words out there about how do you think Sri Lanka should develop? Any final words on this entire 3x3 format when you look as a whole in Sri Lanka?
I think we should play more tournaments in Sri Lanka and work hard on our fitness as well. As I told before, the practice is the key. It's very important for 3-on-3, and fitness is also very important. I think in 3-on-3 format we can do something. You can get selected to the Olympic Games and you can bring basketball up through 3-on-3. It's a very promising format of the game.
Before I ask Imesha about her final words, let me quickly touch you with the scores on what really happened at the World Cup campaign, which happened in France. We lost to Ukraine 21-9, we lost to Estonia 21-2, and we lost to Qatar 24, and we lost to Poland 22-10. It was an okay tour. There's nothing to be disappointed that Sri Lanka lost, because it's the first time that Sri Lanka actually took part in the World Championship. So it's a good learning curve for everyone. And as Rajita said, what he has asked from other players is it's the key. The preparation is the key. So it all depends on how Sri Lanka basketball will use this experience from the players that they gain and convert it into a winning combination, and how we can prepare ourselves in for the upcoming 3x3 tournaments and maybe get a place at the Olympics as well. Imesha, let me get back to you. What are your final words on this entire 3x3 format?
Yes, as Rajita said, basketball is 3-on-3 is not a game with we have to play with the talent only, but it's with the luck also. So in our country it's in a good position, but still we need to have more tournaments, more matches, then we can go for the tournaments well prepared. So it is good to have 3-on-3 also.
Rajita, before wrapping up, when you went there, you played in a specific 3x3 court, but in Sri Lanka, you were practicing in a normal general basketball court. Does that make a huge difference for you when you go out to play, or is it just a very little difference?
It does make a difference because on that court the ball bounces differently. It will be very helpful if you can practice before the tournament in a proper 3-on-3 court. It will be very beneficial for the team that's touring on the.
Well, that's where Sri Lanka got to start. Sri Lanka does have a 3x3 court in their possession, and I'm not sure why we are not using it. So probably start from there onwards, use the 3x3 court that is available, and give these players a bit of practice and prepare themselves for the upcoming August edition. And then, of course, Sri Lanka will be in a better position in the 3x3 format, and hopefully we can go up to Olympic medal. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining with us this week. And next week, let's talk about this Mercantile Basketball League. And of course, you can find the links below about the Under-18 World Cup, which is happening next week, and also about the match reports of the World Cup that ended yesterday for Sri Lanka. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, keep sharing the passion together with us.